It's here. Hello, my gravy babies, and welcome to the brand new Hearts of Iron 4 DLC. Real damn good day to be a Hungarian, apparently. And this video has been kindly sponsored by Paradox. Obviously, they give me the DLC early and have let me release this video early, which is very kind of them. And if you want to get the new Hoi 4 DLC, you can click my link down below and get yourself pre-ordered and ready, so when it comes out, you can be just as excited as I am right now. Scratch that. Paradox literally just told me that if you use my affiliate link down below, I actually get 12% off the cut. You get yourself a Steam key, you just have to buy it through the Paradox website, and you quite literally support this channel. So yeah, just have to put that in. Obviously, the video is sponsored anyway, but if you want to feel better about pre-ordering something, I guess you could pre-order it and give me some of the money. Not sarcasm, by the way. I'm genuinely that excited. I have not tried this yet. It's going to be my first game going in. Okay, now I have looked over some of the features already. I haven't played a game though. This is going to be my first official look at Germany. Now, going around the map though, there have been some changes, like the Belgian Congo. We're going to have to come back and play them because technically that's both A to Z and Focus to Z. But let's not get sidetracked because it's time for Germany. So off the bat, things aren't looking too different unless you really keep your eyes peeled. Have had a bit of a rework on this guy though, but if we actually go ahead, click on this bad boy right here, there you go. Look at that tree. Now, I haven't checked, but I could be fact-checked on this. I do believe you get the new historical reworked part of this focus tree free with the update, so that is very nice of Paradox. Oh man, I haven't even looked at like the new non-historical stuff as well. We have a lot to cover as well, but for today, we are just going to go with the new historical path. I'm getting very excited just looking around at this thing. There is so much for us to go through. Okay, we'll start with our industry. We actually have two different industry focuses we can go down now. Got prioritize economic growth and the 4-year plan. The 4-year plan is the historical route, by the way. You can actually tell because they've got these historical banners that I believe you can turn off if you don't really want to see them, but they are there now to guide you in case you are blind. All right, but yeah, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the 4-year plan straight away. And we got to go click on this new tab over here in research. It's our experimental facilities. We do actually start off with the land warfare facility as well, and I'm assuming we should probably put someone in it. I think we'll go with Karl Heinrich Emil Becker right here. He has 2 traits right here, and one gives him more bonus XP for his science experiments. Okay, we can immediately start getting to work because we do have one breakthrough in our land warfare facility, so we could get the flame panzer or the military engineering vehicle. I think we'll go for the engineering vehicle. I don't ever really use flame tanks anyway, so we'll see what this is all about. Okay, now we don't have facilities for the rest of these. We probably should get building them, but I imagine they are, yeah, they're pretty expensive. Maybe we should start getting them early though, just because. I think we'll do them in order of importance. The air one and the boat one are probably the most important, and then obviously this one's going to be a bit of a late game stuff. Oh god, where do I put these things? Probably not near the front lines, I imagine. There you go. So we're building those straight off the bat. Probably not the best idea, because we don't have a lot of industry right now. We should get building, but once they're done, we'll get right into the industry building. Okay, we do also have a few new things here. Most importantly, we have the new MIFO bills, which we should definitely keep an eye on. Consumer good factories factor will increase by 3% each month up to 100%. The monthly increase will be higher based on the amount of non-core states controlled by the German Reich. If consumer good factories factor reaches 100%, additional penalties will be applied. Yeah, right now we are fine though, and we're getting some nice buffs from that focus, and we could cancel, which I mean, would immediately not be very good. Okay, we also have new tech to really look at, and as you can see right here, this will lead to actual breakthroughs happening in stuff that we have. So we need to keep an eye on what we're researching, but for now we're just going to go straight with our usual builder. Oh yeah, this is super damn different. If you actually look now, atomic research, obviously you only get the first one right there, and then you're going to have to get the rest in your special projects. Oh, okay, we've also got tons of new MIOs for Germany as well. that's very nice. I'll have to go through and check if any of them are super good. Oh, we got assault guns as well. I forgot about that. Damn, yeah, if you want to go ahead and make some self-propelled artillery, yeah, oh, you get some nice buffs in here. Oh, just realized we actually have a special trade law, autarky, which gives us a lot of resources compared to everything. It's kind of in between closed economy and limited, which is why it's in between them. But you do get the at least 5% research speed, which isn't bad at all compared to, yeah, it's only 1% on limited, and closed is nothing. Oh, we can also get the Mifo-Bill's architect over here, Hjalmar, and he can actually give us another, well, a lot of good buffs, actually, as long as we have Mifo-Bill, so might as well get it. Ooh, got our first little event about the Angelus going on, and the Austrians have banned the Dunaspa. We could back down on this, but obviously, well, we kind of want to get Austria annexed into our country, so we're not going to back down on them banning them. Okay, so the Austrians bowed down, which in fact has lowered our costs now for actually doing the Angelus. See, right now we need our army to be 23 times bigger than the Austrians, so we don't just need the arbitrary manpower number anymore. Okay, our Mifo is starting to cost on up though now. So yeah, we're currently working on 32% consumer goods factory to Mifo, but yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Okay, we've got our new aviation facility created, and that means we can now get ourselves another scientist. Might as well whack Werner von Braun in there. Look at that chat jaw right there. And we need to start generating some breakthrough, because look at that, we could get ourselves helicopters, but more importantly, we really need the radar. Now, military engineering vehicles are under work currently as well, and as you can see, our armor technology modifier gets a max speed of 3% on this specific technology. If you don't know, every version of the special project you make essentially will have different modifiers that are kind of randomly generated. Ours just got max speed 3%, so it goes a little bit faster. Yeah, I'm assuming some of these iterations are probably better than the others. On the second one we got right here, we just got some army XP, which is very nice, just kind of popped out of nowhere. It was Mifo-Bills are definitely starting me alive though. 38% consumer goods factor, huh? That's good. Okay, past remilitarizing the Rhineland, we do actually get two choices here. We can go heed von Neurof's concerns, or go the historical reorganize the Wehrmacht, which we are going to do. And there you go, we finish our breakthrough, and we can now produce military engineering vehicles, which, if I believe correctly, if we go into our research, we can now do these little techs down here. Just like engineers, they work pretty much the same, but get a few more little buffs, and obviously have better stats. Okay, we're also sending volunteers over to Spain so that we can now do the Condor Legion, and having the Condor Legion gives us an extra 15% army XP gained, which is really ramping up actually very quickly. I go also whacked over an attaché so we can really milk what's going on in Spain to the max. Oh, Werner Heisenberg, I've got you something to play with. Okay, now down here we have our inner circle, a new feature for Germany where we have all our favorite members of the Hague. Adding members over to the inner circle will give us various buffs for what they do when appointed, and in the end could also lead us to overthrowing this man and his mustache. Now, setting it up doesn't take too long. It's 14 days to get them in. It's a lot longer going down though, so getting where we want to be at the end is not exactly something you can just rush down. I mean, you definitely could, but I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, we're definitely going down Spear over here so that we can get down to Wonder Weapons. That's going to come in handy later on. Okay, we got our first breakthrough point now for our naval engineering facility, and we get to pick what we want. We got a lot of interesting tech in here, but I guess we'll start by getting all the submarine stuff. You know, I think I'm actually going to go down the befriend China path, because one, we don't have to worry too much about Japan being our friend. Whatever they do, it's not going to matter too much for us. But if we befriend China, we have a few new things down here we could play with. Oh, that's not how it works at all. Okay, so we don't even have to do these focuses. Albert Speer does these focuses. You can see he's already working on it. Now, we can go ahead and start weakening the Mifo by doing a whole bunch, and I've got loads of political power saved up, so might as well hit them all. Definitely don't want to do this one, though. This apparently makes Hungary very angry. There you go. That's put us back down to 26% on our Mifo bills, which means we can really start ramping up building. Okay, so this pretty much means it's time for us to get to work on Angelus. The total army fighting strength required to start the national focus Angelus will be loaded weekly, and I've already got quite the army out already with a bit more on the away, so I reckon we can get them pretty quickly now. Okay, we finish our radar special project, which is super nice. Obviously, now you need to do it through your special project, so you can't just hit the research over here. Here you go, I can finally get Angelus out the way. We finish our special project of our cruiser submarine, so we might as well produce them just because I have never built cruiser submarines in my life in this game. Their gimmick is obviously that they get themselves extra range, and 6k is not bad at all. In fact, it's pretty damn good. In comparison, our sub 2s only have 2500 range, and they have a little bit less surface visibility, which we can lower later with even more tech. And there you go, our first official bit of expansion. We can immediately move down into Duman Sudetenland because I've already been building up the army, so might as well. Hey, Sudetenland has been nabbed. There we go. New special project completed, the super heavy howitzer. Oh lord, look at this thing. Oh, hey, pretty good. Now we can only whack 5 factories down on this bad boy, so it's gonna be very interesting to see. Can I just put this in a unit? Yes, I can. And look at that. Wow. Okay, you only need 3 per unit as well, so it is very nice. One thing I didn't point out is that there are now special buildings on the map. So we have the Reichstag down there, which gives us 5% stability, and it can be damaged and blown up. Yeah, the French have the Statue of Liberty, that gives them a 5% stability. The British have Big Ben, that's a 3% political power gain. I'm assuming modders are probably going to have the most fun with all of this. Where the hell am I looking? There we go, Statue of Liberty, that gives you, political gain and stability. I'm gonna go blow that up at some point. We're going in for Danzig now. I think we are completely fine. We're a little bit later than we should be, and the allies are stacked up on my border, but I'm not too scared. You gotta remember as well, the AI is updated in this new patch, so I'm not sure how it works yet. Obviously, this is my first game. We'll see if they're any better or just still terrible. I think you can understand where I'm betting it might be on that scale. We've just got anechoic tiles as well, so we could probably whack that on our submarine and see how it does. Nice. Okay, so that will lower down our sub visibility by 25%. Later on, when we actually get ourselves some snorkels as well, this is going to be very good. Yeah, we also do have sub freeze, but until we get those snorkels, I imagine we're still going to stick with this cruiser sub. It's still got way better visibility, and the range is still double on these bad boys. There you go. We just take a look at how far they can go, and it is disgusting, to say the least. Completely forgot as well, we've got all these new Reich commissariats as well, so we might as well play around with them. Okay, we actually get a choice of putting a German official in or a collaborator. I think we're gonna go with the German official for now, just because, you know, if we want them close to home. God, Mr. Himmler has been very busy as well. He's recruiting some very special divisions for us. Poland has refused, which means it's time to go in. Now, this is probably going to collapse the economy for a little bit from the MIFOs, but, you know, that's just something we're going to have to pretend isn't real. Okay, we have a choice now of going to a economy of conquest, which sounds just about as great as you can imagine, or going to recovering economy, which will probably be worse at the start, but better later on, where this is just a constant, we need to get moving. Okay, I'm going to go with economy of conquest and just see where we go here. Our cruiser subs are now out and having a lot of fun. Hopefully, our economy of conquest can prosper through the Bank of Switzerland. Hey, there goes Poland, and you know what that means. Cool new thing that I haven't even talked about is raids. So you can do them on a multiple different targets, like their special projects facilities, or even against resources on the map. And I could just, for example, look at this one in Yorkshire, where we could go raid the mine over there if we have some paratroopers, and probably a few other things. Just realized I went around the Maginot without actually hitting the buffs I get for going around the Maginot. Okay, yeah, that tank went straight to Paris. Yeah, I love the fact he's still green as well. He quite literally got out of training, got given the tank, and then went straight to Paris. Yeah, that is definitely one way to learn how to drive a tank. Okay, Fall of France completed. We'll establish Vichy France for the LARP of this. And yeah, I capitulated France before I did Luxembourg. Look at that, we actually captured captured their land facility as well. So now we have another one churning out some research for us. All right, boys, wish me luck. I'm going to try to figure out what a jet is. Okay, we have a new air raid on Big Ben. Okay, now we do have economy of conquest right now, which is eating up all of our consumer good factories. So to get rid of that, we're just going to start stealing everyone's gold. We steal it and then drop it off in Switzerland. Nobody will ever know. Okay, now it's time to get across the English Channel. Although I do plan on going through the air, not sea, because I haven't really built a navy. We're absolutely destroying them in the air currently, which is very nice, but they still have tons of supremacy, so we need to get a lot more planes if this is going to work, which is fine. I have plenty of time. It's not like my economy completely relies on me annexing people every 2 seconds. We're not too worried about the US joining either, which you'll see why later if we don't get a peace conference. Look at that, the AI is actually raiding me and they're going to go blow up the land research facility that was France's. Yeah, I have a 37% chance to actually repel it. I'm assuming if I actually get some air up to repel, that might help out. 62% right there. Just because you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead, do my own raid and blow up your mine. They actually pulled their air off for some damn reason down there. Is it because Italy's in? I think Italy, yeah, Italy's in, so they're dealing with that. Oh, I could just launch right now, but I'm gonna do the raid first. I'm gonna wait. Okay, we got a 75% chance of getting this off. Do we do it? I mean, they kind of failed theirs. They got a limited success. It only got 15% damage. So let's see if we can do a little better here. Okay, here we go. 6 hours, 1 hour. Are they gonna go? Oh, you can see my plane literally going off right there. Oh, that's so cool. Did we do it? Kind of. Oh, wait, no, we did. We got that completely right. You did take 0 damage and loses 20 org. That's no problem at all. And now they just lost 50% for 120 days of steel in Yorkshire. That's insane. I imagine multiplayer guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. Yeah, okay, we're finally getting our landings. I was not ready for that in the slightest, though. Yeah, we did not get that landing. I think what we should do, well, obviously, be ready for it because I didn't even have my CAS over, but we should definitely consolidate the paratroopers to one area. I have them spread out, but the AI actually garrisoned pretty well. A second, Italy, you couldn't have done that like 2 minutes ago. Italy just got the damn port. I guess we're going in. Finished another special project for the fleet submarine, a upgrade to our cruiser, which is now even better. Sub-visibility 9.1, and the range is still insane. I upgraded my MIO with it as well, so we got it down to 7.8. That's pretty damn good, considering I think Snorkel 1 on a sub 3 would give you, so I'm down to 10 with the anechoic tiles, and yeah, that would only put us down to 14, so these things are insane. Before I'd be thanking Italy, but Italy made this somehow happen. We didn't get it in time before the US joined the Allies, but like I said, I'm not too worried about that at all. Been hard at work with my special projects too, and I'm working on a big surprise for the Americans. There you go, UK capitulated. I didn't realize I could have popped this a while back, that probably would have helped, but now I'm just gonna steal your gold. Working on something for the Americans. Funnily enough, it's called the America Bomber. I'm finally roosing all my right commissariats as well, and yeah, you know, just for the meme, okay, we'll get a local collaborator for the UK. Since we're stuck in this now, as the US is in this, I might as well help Italy down in Africa. I also just got something called Air Independent Propulsion, which would absolutely tank our range, but get our visibility down even further. We're not gonna do that, because I'm not even getting caught anyway at the moment, but it is insane how much you can get it down. Okay, we're now gonna go ahead and get ourselves quite the breakthrough on that special project I'm working on. Oh, okay, we are getting to work on producing a lot of nuclear tech right now, and I'm definitely taking a few shortcuts. It's alright. If anything, the nuclear meltdown might actually help us when we go east. And there it is. Beautiful. I definitely got that a little bit early, and you could definitely get it even earlier, but it is merely the tip of the iceberg for how deep we're going with this nuke tech. Okay, now we're going to have a immediate test of the weapon on Belfast. We only have a 77% chance of this working currently, but it is a risk we're going to have to take by pressing that big red button. Alright, the plane's going over. Is this gonna be a success? The first test of the weapon! Oh, it's beautiful, and it'll only get more beautiful once we get thermonuclear weapons, but that is the new nukes. Now, it does a massive debuff to the province, not only to the enemy, but obviously to you if you decide to walk into there. But let's just say, I won't spoil anything just yet, but you're going to be seeing a much larger explosion later in this video. Okay, with that test completed, Africa secured for the most part. We're going to leave our allies down there to deal with that. We are now finally going to focus on the Soviets. I've also put down some of these multi-charge large caliber guns all on the border that I'm going to use to barrage the Soviet supply lines when we go in. Okay, we've also finished the special project for civilian nuclear reactors, which will give us a bonus on the actual province, I believe, to construction speed and something else. I'll show you once I've got a few built. So yes, in the background, I have started researching something that's quite large, and also don't you dare type that. Okay, so I'm also doing midget submarines just because I have the points lying around. I love that one of the options is, should we make it a bit less prone to explode? And we're going to go ahead, take control of Romania's economy, and then we are going in. Well, our economic crisis has reached its peak right now as we've ran out of places to actually conquest, so we really need to go east. Oh, I guess actually technically I completely forgot about Denmark. Oh baby, yeah, now ready for this one. So thermonuclear bombs are a separate nuke that you can get now. I don't have any yet, but when I do, you'll definitely know about it. Here are the modifiers you get from building your civilian nuclear factories. They are very good, especially the more factories in the state. Okay, we're going in on the Soviets, and I do have something very special in my stockpile now. We only have a 68% chance of getting this thing off, but we're gonna have to risk it, and it's only a 43% chance, but I'm gonna risk it, and if we don't get this, I'll plan an actual one a bit better. Okay, let's see if we get this. Only 43% chance, so there it goes. Stalingrad's no more. That was absolutely huge. Okay, not only does that leave one hell of a mess in the province, it also pretty much destroys, just like the old nukes did, anything in the state. Now, obviously, while I'm advancing, I don't particularly want to nuke what I'm walking into, especially with this debuff on it. Oh man, that thing lasts for 727 days as well. And on top of that, I believe you can also just drop a nuclear bomb on it, not just a thermonuclear. And it stacks. Okay, just in case something somehow survived in Stalingrad. Not anymore. Now, I imagine they're probably going to change this, but having both of these stacked on a province, yeah, pretty bad. Okay, to really show you exactly what these thermonuclear bombs can do, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens to the units in that state. Yep, don't mind me. Just going to go ahead and evaporate anything that lives. Yep. Yep. Oh, I've also finished my America bomber, and you're going to want to see the range of these bad boys. All right, we only got a 25% chance of this thing working, but you know, it's going to be the first of many attempts, I reckon. Can I actually look at this thing on the map as well? Where is it? There it is. We're definitely going to be very lucky if we see a big fireball appear right there. And we were not lucky. It's okay. We'll be back. And there you go. Soviets collapsed. Probably a combination of the full collab I had on them and the few thermonuclear bombs I dropped on them. Okay, we finally completed our autarky, which means we will no longer have to worry about our economy of conquest, which we've kind of ran out of places to plunder at this point. This is also why I may currently be in India. I have now gone ahead and got the high-speed water engine, which is an upgrade from our air-independent propulsions. And look at that. We can get our sub-visibility down to 2.2. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to do all the upgrades. Boom. I've got it down to 0.3. Okay, give it another go. Got another 25% chance on this. Will we get lucky? Nope, we will not. Okay, with our economy of conquest gone, look at that. Look at that end bonus. Pretty good. I'm telling you, America, one of these days, I'm gonna get you. Okay, of course. So one place I succeed, LA. And, you know, you ain't even gonna be able to tell I got nuked. I also gotta go ahead and push them out of Belfast, finally, I imagine, if we're making our way to America. And I reckon the easiest way about doing that is probably also dropping a nuclear bomb again. Oh, you know, you Italians picked the wrong time to land Sorry about that. There you go. You see these big explosions on the map? That is my multi-charge, high-caliber, large gun 4000 Chungus blaster that apparently is missing. It's just blowing up the sea. Oh, it hit there. I have got it to focus on their supply for the most part, just because I can. There's really no point to these things other than that, I guess. Yeah, this is just like how I do naval invasions now. You just drop one of those, and then, well, the Italians turn up and do it for you. Just go ahead and say, I've researched something very impressive. And you know what? We're just going to go ahead, bring it back, you could say. Okay, unsurprisingly, you add these to a normal unit. They will just absolutely tank pretty much every one of its stats. So if you really want to make the most of them and get rid of all of these negatives, just go ahead, whack them in Marines. That'll offset it for the most part in the tiles that are going to matter, unless you're out here fighting in the jungles, then don't bother at all. Yeah, this is quite funny. If you just go ahead, you know, remove the rat, and then go ahead and re-add the rat. Look at those numbers go up. Oh, crap. And you know, that isn't even its final form. I have so much more I can do to this thing. Oh my god, we can actually go ahead and fix the transmission in it too. That is just so un-German. Taking this island right here was very important for me, because I've put down a rocket sight on it, which I've now equipped with my basic nuclear medium range missiles. So let's just say they have a very hard time intercepting. There it goes. It's flying. Okay, no way in hell you're intercepting this one. There it goes. Goodbye, Washington. Whilst we're there, might as well take care of the Statue of Liberty for you. Look at it collapse. My god, look at the damn size of them. The rat has landed. The rats have landed. And capitulation. It's over. Certainly a peace deal of all time. I'm not too sure why Italy took Warsaw. That's kind of my bad, though. I didn't realize until it was too late. Everything ended just as I got my nuclear submarine out, which would have been very fun. Yeah, I think that's all we really need to show off at the day with the DLC. It was a heck of a lot of fun. There was so much to show and do, and more nations to play. I had a lot of damn fun. Obviously, I tried to show as much as I can, which is why the game ended up looking like this. Why I just have an army of rats hanging around. But that is pretty much everything. There are a few technologies and special projects I did not show off, but for the most part, we've done them all. There are quite a few naval ones I didn't get around to, unfortunately. I also didn't show off our mothership planes as well. I had these things built, and they have pretty damn good stats. 230 air attack and 36 agility ain't bad as well. And look at the range of these bad boys. They're insane. Yeah, there is definitely a lot in this DLC, a whole new technology meta, new stuff to research and focus on. I'm sure the majority of it you won't use in a game, but as it's new, I want to play with all of it. So if you want to get the DLC, go ahead, click the link down below, get yourself pre-ordered and ready, or just wait for the release. But damn, you are in for a treat. I only did the historical path as well. We have so much more to look at, like the new ahistorical paths. We've got Hungary, we got Austria, we got Belgium, we got Belgian Congo. We got a lot to do. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like down below if you did. Subscribe if you could. And thanks Paradox for sponsoring the video. Check it out down below. Goodbye.